some of the Ravens bootleg calls where they get Lamar moving and move the pocket. Um, for our purposes, uh, if these video clips we don't see a tight end or the Ravens don't leave in some protection outside of the tackle, here I'm going to refer to that as a naked boot. You can see this give here, and the zone blocking left kind of pulls the linebackers that way. Haydn was lined up as the wing. He's going to shoot across, cuts inside this D end. D end makes a kind of the only play he can make. You can see, of course, the great equalizer on this is that our quarterback is a bona fide threat to run the football. So you may have option one being Haydn here, option two being Marquise with two runoffs down the field, but option three may well be Lamar taking off here. Yeah, so you see this action to this side, the line blocking that way. This is definitely a runoff. I would say that typically as Lamar pivots out of this, if he sees this safety downhill, he probably will take a shot at Miles. Other than that, Miles is just a runoff, and it appears really that's what they're looking for is Haydn. With this is probably number two, or perhaps even Lamar would be the number two if Haydn is covered. This is a very effective play call, very effective play design, very similar in that they move Haydn across the formation, just like they did the play prior. Again, this is immediately following the play we just watched. Note that they give the same sort of blocking action left. He's in more of a dive back role instead of a wing back here, but the same sort of motion. And you see Lamar pivot out of that. The interesting thing is they're giving the illusion of a naked boot, but he's really in about the same spot as if he had just done a three-step drop there. As you see him kind of move with the motion of the back, then boot or appear to boot, and then just set up. So they give the illusion of a moving pocket. And you see Nick Boyle open in the middle of the field. You really get a better sense of it from the backside here. Again, this looks just like the play they just ran in terms of the blocking scheme. Right here, okay, you see this backer coming downhill initially after the offensive line action. Right there, I think he catches wind of the naked look and of Hurst coming across formation just as he did one play earlier. And he's in a hurry to get backside or front side as he perceived it. Now watch his helmet. Watch his helmet. Turn around and try to find out where Nick is. And watch what happens. He turns his head back. Nick sits. And there's that pocket that really hasn't moved. You see where he receives the snap. It ends up being about a three-step drop there, about the same spot. And I saw this play two other times. Both times it was successful in getting a man open once we missed the throw. I just don't remember where I saw them, so I should have recorded them. But this is a great play call. There were a fair amount of these backside or reverse nakeds. Here, this is a third down play, and Haydn just outruns. See Haydn again in the wing position. He's going to come across the formation to make it look like this is just a split zone run to that side. The front side linebacker doesn't get fooled that badly, but you see the runaway speed here of Haydn once he gets the ball in his hands. Good throw. You can see early New England is lined up pretty heavy to that side, and they react. They do react to this fake to this side, both by the offensive line and the running back. And then it's just really a two-option game here unless something gets blown downfield. That's either Lamar's going to run for the first down or he's going to hit Haydn. The Ravens are going to move the pocket here initially to make it look like a design Lamar run on third down. Note the center here with this initial zone, outside zone step. Then he's going to pivot back out and cut the backside. The Ravens are making this look like a designed run. They're going to set up this sort of new wave pocket here. That's what they want to do. They just want to move the pocket, and he's going to hit Haydn. You see Haydn escaping outside. for this third down conversion. It's a really nice play. The protection doesn't quite hold up on what turns out as the front side here of the play. Really, really nice throw across the field, and good finish, good grab and conversion by Hurst. Really starting to miss Haydn Hurst already. These two tight end sets to a side are so effective, and those three tight ends work so well together. Watch Haydn here. This is wonderful, this little staying into pass block. Then I'm going to pin the backside because this isn't designed for me. I'm just pinning here. And then he rolls out, and just a nice little pitch from Lamar. Real good communication too between the two of them finding each other. We get a real good look of these three tight ends in action. Watch Nick and his cut block at this end here. And we get Lamar outside the pocket. This is interesting to me on a couple levels, this play. They pull the guard and the tackle and they fake counter. Both tight ends from this side release in levels. He's got a shot at a little bit here at the open field, but as soon as this defender turns his back, I think you want to see Lamar take off. I think prior to this game, there was a lot of talk about him. All he's doing is running, all this stuff, from the outside. And I think it got in Lamar's head a little bit. He really should have run this football. You can see at a certain point, Haydn kind of understands this. He's going to turn to block right there. And you've got 3 against 2 and some space to run. But interesting to see the 3 tight ends in action, to see the guard tackle pull and the fake counter. Real similar looking design. They're going to again pull the right tackle and right guard and to set up this fake counter and boot outside. You've got both tight ends to this side of the formation. Nick is in a halfback type. He's on blocker to the end here. He does a nice job working him inside and sort of logging him. Hurst ends up getting beat, so Lamar is unable to set his feet here. He probably is going to hit Andrews on the second level if he's able to set his feet there. And you see a really, really egregious example of pass interference here down at the bottom of your screen. It's very evident on the nice block by Nick. Very evident on the broadcast film. Good ball. Just terrible. There's the ref looking right at it too. I'm not sure how this doesn't get called. But anyway, watch it again. Lamar under center, he's just a weapon, obviously, out in space this way and in the red zone. But this is a tremendous pass. He's reading that D end. I think the Bengals do a good job here defensively. You see more down at the goal line. You see more in the way of routes. You see a mesh, actually, with Pat Ricard and Willie Snead. Nick Boyle runs this corner. Real quick little hitch from Haydn. Now Haydn, man, really nice. Watch him. Watch his eyes. Checking the coverage, checking the zone. Squares up, and look at the ball thrown against his body. Look at the ball that Lamar puts on him outside right there. It doesn't quite get in. I think we scored on the next play, though.